Well, hello, my darlings. I'm Faith from Faith and Grits, back with you for another little progress video for my Echoes of Edith journal. So, in today's video, I do get myself into a bit of a muddle a couple of times, and I'm going to try to edit it the best I can. So, today I'm adding a few extra tips into the journal, and going through and addressing some of bits that needed extra lace into eyelets and things today, as I've got all the lace chaos around me. So I do hope you stick around and enjoy, and I do have a crafty question towards the end. But if you like what you see, please hit the like button, subscribe. It really does help. Leave me a comment, and I hope you enjoy. So, for you, I'll be back in just a tick. Right, my darlings. So, I'll put the camera on now, and let's have a little play. I have been playing in here, and I'll go through some of that after, but I've been playing in fits and starts around work and things. So, there's a few things I've pegged. Hopefully my voice will hold out on me, where I've gone through and decided I needed those extra pages. So talk through some of these at the moment. I've got another piece out of the Edith. And instead of like the other ones of an up tuck, I want it to go the other way around. I want that to be on the top and a pocket underneath. So I've inked that one, so let's get it glued on. So no, I've just been... I haven't had like a great amount of time in here, but I have worked in the book, but it's been in like short little fits and starts. So by the end of this video, I'll sort of go through, hopefully, and I thought just play now, give it about a half an hour and see what I can do. So I've just done those 3 sides. Get it right to the bottom, and then leave it there a minute. So I don't know, pardon me, my voice has been coming and going the last week, but I'm back in work, and I basically talk all day, so let's hope. And I've got me some water over here. I remember that at least. So I don't know if I want to cover that with writing paper. I'll come back to this. I'm going to put the clip back on it. And I'll probably leave that as it is, and then have something in that pocket. So I'm going to clip that back, put that clip back on there, and go on to the other 2 now. So I've been I've basically done a lot more journaling cards in here, and I have added a few lace trims, like that one. I've still got to go back and do these cards for those center spreads that have those lovely double page images in them. So I've added some lace trims to those center spreads and all 3 signatures. But oh my word, the battle I had with the sewing machine was comical, honestly. Sewing through one of those, I went to get the first one going, and my needle snapped off. I couldn't find the other end of the needle, but it was down in the bobbin case, like up against the edge. So, no, me and the machine had some moments. Now, I wanted to do that one the same way, I think. So that bottom bit that I've creased is going to go down like the pocket, but this one now is going to flip farther out. Move it up a bit, that way. So I've added a piece of writing paper there, and that'll be a tuck. So that is the thinking anyway, and get that centered right on there, so that'll be seen when you lift it up and take whatever's in the tuck out. So still, I swear I've got Edith things that I've saved over the years and squirreled away. Do you think I could find any of them? No chance. I've got a pack of I had an Edith Holden magazine, called it Craft Magazine, that had papers in it. Can't find it anywhere. I know I've put them away safe because one day I'll work on an Edith. Do you think I can find those papers? No, no chance. Can't find them anywhere. And I've checked everywhere that I have letter size paper or A4 size paper. Can't find it. So, and I remember taking the magazine apart and taking the papers out of the magazine. So, I don't know. I do have a crafty question towards the end about an Edith Holden find that I did find, but I'll come back to that one. So that's in. Happy days. It just needs filling. Pop that clip back on there. And the other one is on this side. And I want that to be a tip out. So I can't stick it over the page because I've got that lace on the other side. So I'm just going to hinge it right at the edge, or maybe a little bit in, so it flips out. But now I need to decide, before I do that, am I going to cover this text up like I did with that one with some writing paper? And I think I am. Let's just have a go. I don't know. Like I said, I've just come on to play. That definitely needs something. So what I did find, I've got a few more sheets of this. It's the last 4 pages. I need to go make some more. So I might put a little bit on here. And I make these using lace doilies and things. Do I want to cut it or tear it? Oh, let's just tear it. Why not? Go for it. Just do it. So I need that very top edge. I need to get in there and make some more. I've run out of the tea dye. I've got, all I've got left now is grungy. Some of the darker, grungier ones. And I need to get in there and make some more. Come about there. These won't go to waste. These will go in my sort of collage baskets. And ink it. Yes, and just ink the edges. I'll leave a little bit up. Something could go onto the bottom. Where did I put the ink? Ah, there it is. Honestly, chaos around me at the moment. And I've been on a bit of a treasure hunt today. Went up to a D-stash that I've not been to before up in a little place called Brennaman. And a little bit of a drive to get up there, but the community center there was absolutely lush. They had the rooms for the D-stash to set up in. There was a lovely little cafe in there, and the most quaintest little, like, country store type shop. And it sold everything. Tiniest shop in the world. They had everything in there. And they sold Snowdonia cheese. Honestly, you can get Snowdonia around the world. So if you are a cheese lover, please look out for Snowdonia cheese. It is probably the best cheese I have ever had in the world. Right, glue book. That's my treat at Christmas time, is to go and get me some Snowdonia. There we go. There we go. And glue stick that down and perhaps carry on and add that other piece of this in there. So I can always go back and add little elements around. Whether I want to do that as a video, I don't know, because I get struck with indecision. I want this little bit, or that bit of lace, or this bit of trim, or I haven't really used washi tape in a while. Something could go on the bottom there. Do I need to cover that? That can be done later. Yes, because I'm not adding a tuck in there. Do I just want a bit of paper there? But if I do I want it to cover all of the writing or just some of the writing? What else have I got over here? I don't know. I'm trying to channel my inners. Okay, I don't know. Right, I need to think about this one. Cap on the glue. Right, I completely struck dumb there for a moment. I couldn't think on what to do. So I'm going to have that piece right up in the corner, and I want to get that piece tucked behind. And I almost feel like it needs a third piece of something. So I'm not going to add a third bit on there. I'm going to get these down and the best I can and go from there. Always add. And plus, that tip out sheet is getting added in there. Let's see if I can glue stick this doily without making too much of a mess. Because trying to glue stick something that's got holes in it isn't, come on. Oohoo does work better than the Elmer's for that, for sure. I tried that with Elmer's once, and it was like a disaster. Let's get that stuck down. I have to watch closing this now to make sure that's tacked, where some of it comes out through the holes. Get this inked. I didn't ink the doily. Never mind. Ink this. Going around. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I'm just like, with this Edith, I need to just do it. Just go for it, stick it down, and take my own advice. It can always be altered again. So that is going down there. So some of that's going to be, but then the tip in needs to go in on the top of it. So you're revealing a little bit of writing space. So that could come over just a bit. Tip in coming out that way. Yeah. So, go. Get this stuck in. So I know I've been following Jez over at Jez Creates because she's working on an Edith at the moment as well. And she had another video as well on her Edith of taking the full Edith pages and trimming them into thirds to create pockets on a page, which I absolutely love that idea. I want to do that, but I want to get that idea into my idea book. So I may do a separate one of adding that to my Great Ugly idea book, because I know that one's not in there. But no, really enjoying watching Jazz do hers, because of course she's done hers from an actual, she altered the whole Edith book, which of course her altered book videos is sort of what led me to finally start on this Edith, because I knew then I could get those double page spreads, because I've always had it in my head that I would just tear all the pages out. But of course, you can go in and just snip the binding threads so you can get the whole double pages out. So I want this glued down flat. I don't want a tuck or pocket or anything on this. Just a hinge. So give this a wiggle in the middle. Come on, Art. There we go. Now, sticking this down straight from my angle. Let's give it a go. Oh, come on. Yeah, just go this way. Because you don't get wiggle with Art. No, no, no wiggle. There we go. Not quite as close to the edge as I wanted it, but it's on the page. So once Art goes down, that's it. Pin in the glue face. There we go. No, I'm happy with that. As a tip out, that needs something later. Maybe something there later. So no, happy with that one. I'll leave the clip on that one because that needs filling. And let's recap now. Where are the three? Actually, one piece of that left. Yeah, let's try that for continuity anyway. See if I can get a tidy size just torn down. It's not too maybe. So at least it's the same for writing space. Do I want to put something behind that? Or am I overthinking again? Just stick it down, Faith. Just glue it down. You can always go back on top. I don't think there's much more embellishment to be had in here. I'm going to check and make sure I've got any more clips and what can go in where I've got those clips. And perhaps go through and see what else needs to get worked on for this video. Because I'm nearly at the stage now of starting to consider the cover and how I'm going to construct the cover. And I need to get my fabrics out to think about what fabrics I'd like to use and what's going on the cover, and rethink where my ex libris card is going to go inside the cover probably, and what that's going to look like. So now let's just take all these clips off and go through now and see what else needs to get done. So, clips away. So, let's have a think now. The three signatures, let's have a flip through quick and see where there are any eyelets that need bits in them while I've got all this lace everywhere around me. Because when I was doing those center spreads, I thought, right, let's pull all the lace out. Oh my word. It's like taking the genie out of the bottle. Really. It really is like taking a genie out of a bottle. And it's everywhere. I've got it spread out everywhere. So I have got eyelets in some of these already in place. So let's have those little ones. I need something skinny for those. Get the lace out and just anything really. I'm not going to overthink it. That's what happened with those double page spreads. I was here forever thinking, oh, do I want that one? Do I want that one? Do I want that one? And it's like, you know, just, I can never remember to do the pass-through loop. Do you start on the front or start on the back? It happens every time. So push through and, yeah, start the front. So I want a little bit on that one. Nothing too thick. Let's have a look. What's in here? I don't want it. I have a lot of my lace is like shockingly white. I need just to get a bucket and start putting some of it into tea. Not much of that left at all. Now that I have tea stained. That's definitely, I remember tea staining that. So no, it's, I get how some people, especially, you know, if you like the lighter color palettes of using the white, but to me, that shocking white is just too white. Get that in there. So no, really enjoying this process. I just wish I had more time in here to play, really. That's already got something in it. So that's the first signature. Pop that somewhere behind me. What have I got in here? That one. I really like the way that card came out. Do I have anything sort of darker, I wonder, in here? Have a look on the side and the bottom. Not tip it everywhere. This has made a big difference doing the trim. That's not going to go through the eyelet though, it's too thick. I don't want black. Come on, there's got to be something in here. That might be interesting. It's like a dark green bric-a-brac color. Yes, no, maybe? Oh, let's put a bit in there for now. Pop that away. Will it go through? Maybe. Come on. I can always change these later. But get something into those at the moment. So I'll sort of get a feel for what's going to poke out. I'm going to put tabs. Like that one, I've not put an eyelid in that one, but I'm probably going to put some sort of tab on it. Either paper or fabric tab. Then the ones I do want pulls on are I've put an eyelet into. So that one needs something. Oh, that one will do. Some of these I can get away with leaving them in the paper and just pulling it through. That one's quite thin as well, so I wonder if that will go through. Oh, come on. I struggle with videos that I haven't planned. I'm coming to realize that now. If I've planned the video all the way through, or do I just put the camera on and play? Or do videos that are a mix of both? So this is just, no, I quite like that. That one's already got something. Those need work. That will probably have some sort of like lace tab at the top as larger ones instead of an eyelet. And same as that big one, that'll have something either on the side or the top. That's okay. And let's check the last one. And let's see. Yes, that one. I quite like how that page has come out and it's framed it. So yes, that's pink, but that's got that pull of something a little bit darker, but the card doesn't. I don't want to use that one again. What have I got around me? Bits in that tray as well. That's might be too thick or thin. Where's that other piece? Oh, that one. It's got some odd color on it. Quite like that. That was in a bag of scrap that I had from that scrap store in Cardiff. There were a few interesting bits bagged up in there. Definitely a place I want to go back and treasure hunt. But go back with a plan. Sort of, I need to know future projects before I walk back into that place for sure. There we go. Is there any more in here? I'm loving the palette of how this sort of Edith leads itself to not just the lighter colors, but the sort of all colors in nature. Any more? Or is that it? No, that one? Yeah, just that one, I think, which needs the eyelet that needs to get filled. So what have I got here? I got pink and I got bees. What else have I got laying around here? Now I bought these clear drawers just so that I could see what's there. And I found so many trims recently treasure hunting that I'm running out of room. So I've got to have future projects that are going to help me use up what I've got, for sure. That one, what's in that one? It's not much in there. The book page peeled off. That one's quite thin and stretchy as well. Oh, let's go for it. Can I scrunch it? Have a go. It is elastic. I love it when I go into the crafty stashes and they'll have this stuff out and it's just labeled as knicker elastic. Makes me laugh. There we go. No, quite like that. So that's all those bits done. And I've got a job now to get all these laces and trims packed away again so that I can crack on with my echoes of Edith. I would love to think what Edith Holden would have made of all of this. I really would. So those are my signatures. Pop those away. My question for any of you lovelies out there listening is, no, I haven't found those magazine craft pages anywhere. They are in this room, honestly. But what I did find is this. I remember getting this ages ago, a good couple of years ago, in a garden centre. I think it was Dobby's in Swansea. But it's gift wrap paper. So it's wrapping paper, Edith wrapping paper. So you've got like one perforated sheet in there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So each piece is like 4 times that size. but it's just wrapping paper. So it's that one. There's that pale blue one. That one with the honeysuckle. Not fussed on that, to be honest. Love that with the honeysuckle as well. And another same one, different color background, and another blue honeysuckle. Oh, they're the same. They repeat. And there's gift tags on that back page already perforated to come out. So my question is, how do I use this and address the fact that it is so shiny? Can you see? Let me see if I can tear one out. Did it come out? Yeah. And hold it up to my lights here. It is so super shiny. It's super glossy, like proper Christmas wrapping paper. So, is it worth saving this to use as wrapping paper? Perhaps if I sell a journal, I could use it as a paper wrapping. Could I use it to just save it to make a folio? Or would you use that in an Edith journal being as shiny as it is? I don't know. I'm stumped. I remember buying it and thinking, yes, squirrel it away. But not thinking how super glossy it is. So, thoughts, darlings? So, anyway, that was the crafty question. Next step, before I add any more embellishments, there's some finishing off work to do in there. Before adding any more embellishments, I've got to put some serious thought now into the cover. What I'm going to construct the cover out of, and the front of the cover, and the fabrics that I want to use, because she has gone from just a few little flat signatures into something of a really good size now. So I'm going to leave this video for here for now, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Here for now, and hope to see you back again soon. So, thank you for watching, my darlings. Bye for now.